Here's your Farm and Ranch Report from the Montana Ag Network.
And good morning, friends. It's time for your Farm and Ranch News. Well, yesterday, President Trump officially signed the new trade deal with Japan at the White House. And through his role on the Senate's Finance Committee, Montana Senator Steve Daines certainly played a huge role in helping to secure this very important trade deal for Montana's farmers and ranchers. At the request of the president, Daines attended yesterday's signing ceremony. And joining Senator Daines was Fred Wacker, a rancher from Miles City, and of course the current president of the Montana Stock Growers Association. Now, Senator Daines says that the new trade deal will help level the playing field for Montana farmers and ranchers in Japan's critical market and also strengthen our state's #1 economic driver, that being agriculture. In some other news this morning, another week of cool, wet weather, including snow in some areas, has limited any additional spring wheat and durum harvest progress over the past week here in the Northern Plains. In fact, a lot of areas, fields are just simply too wet for harvest to even take place. And some of this wheat may not be harvested now and is likely not even of milling quality. In fact, the latest crop progress report indicates that 90% of the U.S. crop has been harvested, with unharvested acres mainly left in Montana and North Dakota. Meanwhile, harvest completion rates estimated by USDA were at 89% in North Dakota and 84% in Montana, although it's difficult to assess just how much is actually left to harvest. The report also estimated that 78% of the durum crop in North Dakota was harvested, and 55% of the durum crop in Montana had been harvested through the end of September. But with another blast of winter weather headed to our region this week, a lot of those acres, I would venture to guess, are going to remain unharvested. Stay with us. We'll have more ag news right after this.
Roots, they anchor CHS to Montana. CHS is your partner for feed, for fuel, for agronomy, for grain. CHS is the largest agricultural cooperative in the world. CHS leads because our owners know this land and know how to make the most of this modern farming world. CHS is your cooperative. CHS, creating connections to empower agriculture.
Get ready for fall with this exclusive Cooper Tire offer only from Tire-Rama. Buy a set of qualifying Cooper tires between September 9th and October 19th and receive up to a $100 rebate instantly. Choose from a wide selection of Cooper tires, including the Discoverer SRX, ST Max, STT Pro, and AT3 line, as well as a highly rated CS5. Roll into fall with a new set of Coopers and an extra $100 in your pocket. Visit your neighborhood Tire-Rama or Tire-Rama.com today for more details.
Well, R-CALF USA and 4 ranchers from South Dakota and Wyoming have filed a lawsuit to stop the USDA's effort to eliminate all animal ID options other than radio frequency ID devices and premise registration for adult cattle and bison moving interstate. The lawsuit alleges that USDA's mandate that livestock producers use RFID ear tags, along with the requirement that they obtain a premise ID number and the elimination of all other animal ID options currently available, violates current traceability regulations. R-CALF USA's Bill Bullard says USDA is subjecting our industry to greater risks of foreign disease introduction through unrestrained imports of cattle from countries like Canada and Mexico. And finally, more than 22,000 dairy farmers enrolled in the new Dairy Margin Coverage Program, paying out more than $300 million this year. The National Milk Producers Federation says that none of this assistance would have occurred under the old Margin Protection Program. Now, the DMC program replaced MPP in the new Farm Bill. Monthly milk price, feed, and cost margins so far this year have been above the $8 per hundredweight coverage cutoff that existed under the old program, but below the new $9.50 coverage limit under the new program. And oh, by the way, coverage and sign up for the program is already underway for next year. Have a great day, everyone.